Hey guys, welcome to Man City Fan TV. This is Kiam and it's another episode of FIFA Knows. It's Watford versus Manchester City. So after the disappointing FA Cup semi-final, City travel to Watford, and what we're going to do here is try and predict the result of that game by playing a game of FIFA. So let's see if we can get this one right. So 2 more games to go this season. We're nearly at the end of what's been, let's say, it's been a disappointing season. It's not been the worst season, let's be honest. It's not the worst season in City's history. We've won a trophy. We've got to a semi-final of an FA Cup. We're second in the league, so we're guaranteed Champions League football. And I think the biggest victory this season was the one off the pitch when we got the result that we wanted at the Court of Arbitration for Sport. We will be playing Champions League football. We're not going to be banned. So that is the big news. You know, the big win for us this season. So yeah, we were disappointing against Arsenal. I thought we had most of the game, but we just didn't look like scoring. Arsenal part of the bus, caught us on the break, shocking defending, and unfortunately we went out of the FA Cup. But let's be honest, it wasn't too bad, because even though we were absolutely terrible and we put in probably one of the worst semi-final performances in history, our neighbours from up the road, our Salford neighbours, managed to outdo us, and they put an even worse performance in, so they're out of the FA Cup too. So this is the team I think Pep's going to go with. Ederson in goal, Cancelo, Fernandinho, Laporte and Zinchenko, Rodri, Foden and De Bruyne, and Jesus, Sterling and Bernardo Silva. So I think there will be a couple of changes. We're going to see Rodri come in probably to start. We'll see Foden come in. I think Mahrez might be left out. Mahrez was very disappointing in that semi-final. I've got to, I mean, I know I always go for Mahrez, but the guy, I don't know what it is. It just doesn't impress me at all. Really doesn't impress me. I don't think he puts the effort in. And we're going, Watford, and Watford have taken the lead 5 minutes in. And I was talking about bad defending, and Watford have got a shot goal against City. They started on this FIFA Knows on fire, and that pretty much sums up our defending at the moment. Look at that header we should have won. Didn't win the second ball. Through ball, and easy finish for the Watford player. And yeah, some of that defending in the Arsenal game was absolutely awful. We just gifted them chances. Mahrez wasn't good, but I mean, even the main guy, you know, the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, Sterling, just not good enough in that game. So we need improvement if we're going to beat Watford. Albeit the Watford game doesn't really matter, does it? We're all looking ahead to the Real Madrid Champions League fixture. That's the big one. But if we defend like we did against Arsenal in that semi-final, I think we can forget. That's a good ball in. Oh, straight back in it. Kevin De Bruyne. Great little dink over the top. Kevin De Bruyne with the volley. And it's 1-1. We were only behind for a few moments. Get in there. And yeah, it was disappointing, the Arsenal game. I mean, you know, like I say, if we perform like that in the big Champions League game against Madrid, then we will not be going to Lisbon. And this is an amazing opportunity for City. You know, the tournament's going to be played over 1 legs in the stadium in Lisbon. No better opportunity to win the Champions League. I think the 1-legged system will suit us if we can get there, but we've got to get past Madrid, and let's be honest, Madrid, the cartel boys, going to be difficult to get past. Even though we've got a 1-0 lead, it'll be a tough game. That's a bad pass there from Sterling. It's a good ball through, and again, City's defence, look at this, wide open. And FIFA have made that pretty realistic, haven't they? 1 ball over the top, and the defence just falls apart. Watford again. Come on, we're not getting tight enough here. Come on, Phil. Phil's not getting in. And Watford putting the pressure on. 18 minutes on the clock. It's another header. And just wide. Just wide. Troy Deeney. Remember, guys, hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell notification as well if you're new. Do watch out for all the coverage on the channel as well. There will be fan cams and possibly a watch along. It just depends on the availability of Andy this week. No possible watch along, we will see. If not, look out for the fan cams. It's a good ball in. Rodri. Oh, Rodri with the finish. And Rodri makes it 2-1 to City. And I think, to be fair to Rodri against Arsenal in the FA Cup, we looked a little bit more stable when Rodri came on. Gundogan struggled. And here he is on FIFA Knows, banging it in for City. 2-1, we've come from behind. Great finish. Keeper had absolutely no chance. 2-1. And it is going to be interesting, isn't it, what we do in the summer. You know, we need to look at some potential signings, especially along the back four. I mentioned on Twitter this week that we don't really have any natural defenders. If you look at the City teams of the past, recent past, Zabaleta, he loved defending, didn't he? He got stuck in, he was gritty, he was aggressive. Company, another one, he would absolutely love the battle, love the fight. Whereas now, we've got defenders who are more interested in actually attacking and getting forward. You look at Mendy, he's the kind of player who just likes to bomb on. Same with Kyle Walker. Laporte, great centre-back, but he's a ball-playing centre-back. He's not one of these guys who will just, get really down and dirty into the scrap on the pitch. And De Bruyne is in again. So I think City really have to have a think in the summer. Who we're going to bring in? It might be Koulibaly. De Ligt. I've heard rumours about De Ligt. Now he's settling in at Juventus. So unfortunately, he had a bit of a rocky start by all accounts at Juventus, and he might have been available. But now he's managing to settle down a little bit. So we probably won't be able to get De Ligt. Even talk about Varane at Real Madrid. But I'm not so sure about Varane. I mean, he does get stuck in, I suppose. He's a good ball player, but we just need some aggressive players. There's De Bruyne going through. I mean, even when you look at teams like Brighton, look around the league, players like Liam Dunk, Tyrone Mings, not the greatest players, you know what I mean? You're not going to pick them out of the hat and call them the best centre-backs of all time, but we've got a lot of fancy players. We need some players who are going to get stuck in and actually do the graft, do the donkey work, stay in position, put a foot in when it matters. And I think that's what we're missing out on. That goal against Arsenal, that cross to the far post. Mendy wasn't tight enough for a start. Then Kyle Walker on the back was in no man's land. It was just terrible. We need to start picking up the players. And Watford there with the head. Tipped over the bar by Edison. And Watford putting pressure on here. According to FIFA, it's going to be a tight game at Vicarage Road. And there you go. Watford have equalised 2-2, just as I said it. And remember, Watford are fighting for their lives if they win. Or even get a draw. They're pretty much safe. And at 2-2. Troy Deeney with the equaliser. And we're really struggling here to get any momentum. Just before half time, 2-2 on this FIFA Knows. So it's a bit of a goal fest on this episode. Raheem Sterling into De Bruyne. Plays it into Bernardo now. I think Bernardo will start. De Bruyne again. And that's a good ball. Oh, I think Cancelo will come in for Walker. I think Mahrez will miss out and Bernardo will play against Watford. Well, there we go, 2-2. FIFA thinks it's going to be a tight game, 2-2 at half-time. End-to-end action. We need to get our passing going a little bit more. It's pretty even there on the stats. We've had a little bit more possession, but they've had more shots than us.
It's Manchester City to start this second half.
Now, I honestly hope we can take the points off Watford. So it goes, the relegation battle goes to the last game of the season. Even though Bournemouth are 3 points away, aren't they? 3 points adrift, but with goal difference. I think the goal difference is pretty tight. So if we can beat Watford 2 or 3-0, then that gets Bournemouth back in the game, because you know, you want something to play for on the last day of the season. As it stands, there's going to be nothing left to play for. Well, in there, Fernandinho. I think Fernandinho will get the nod at centre back as well. Garcia, you know, he's a young kid, but I think he's looked a little bit shaky in a couple of games, if I'm being honest. I don't know if he's the great hype that everyone seems to think he is. I mean, he is still a young kid, so I'll give him time. Here's Zinchenko. Oh, Zinchenko. Oh, bit of play. But yeah, I'm not too sure Garcia is what we think he is. I think he's getting a little bit of a smooth ride at the moment, probably because he's Spanish, because he's from the Barcelona setup. I think that's going in his favour. I must admit, when I've seen Taylor Harwood-Bellis play, I think he's impressed me more than Garcia. But Garcia has had some decent games as well, though. You know, don't get me wrong, he's had some decent games. But even when I think about the Liverpool game, yeah, we won it 4-0, and Garcia got a lot of plaudits for it, but they cut us open a lot. They went right through the middle of us quite a bit. Against Southampton, Garcia struggled, and he's only a young kid, so I mean, I'd rather him be playing and getting some experience than not. But I just think we need to manage our expectations a little bit with Garcia. And let's be honest, he's probably going to be back up anyway when we make a signing. And Sterling's away here. Here comes Raheem Sterling, one-on-one with the keeper. Can he do it? Raheem Sterling, oh! In typical Sterling fashion. One-on-one with the keeper. He just needed to be calm. And he fluffed his lines. We've seen it so many times. We saw it at Wembley the other day against Arsenal. Sterling had a great chance when De Bruyne laid it back. And it's still 2-2 on this FIFA knows. 70 minutes on the clock. Could go anyway, this one. Watford will be loving this scoreline. It'll probably keep them in the Premier League if the game ends like this. And a bit of a dodgy cross there, that'll do. Let's see if we can win it. Come on, Blue. You want to pick up a win, especially after the disappointment of Wembley. Here's Foden, the Stockport Iniesta. Plays it in to Gabby. Gabby Jesus to the far post. Oh, no. Tried to pull it back. Probably should have shot. Overplayed it there. Rodri tried to trap back. Look, Rodri's treading water like he does. He does worry me that he's a bit slow sometimes, and he's slow on FIFA as well. Win that header, Laporte. No. And Watford are fighting for their lives here. Oh, just over the bar. And I think this is the kind of performance Watford are going to put in. I think they really will fight. I think if City are thinking they're going to have a nice, easy sort of end of season game, I think they might be mistaken. It's a good ball in. Oh, no. Rodri. And Rodri, poor control there. Here comes Deulofeu. Got to get a foot in. I wonder if Deulofeu will be playing. He seems to always be injured, doesn't he, Deulofeu? He's a really talented player, but always injured. See if we can get one more chance to win it on this FIFA nose. Oh, come on. Cancelo. Poor pass from Cancelo there. And Watford are pushing. They want the 3 points. That's good play there. And here we go now, we're on the break. It's Bernardo Silva. Gabby's making a good run. Gabby's made a great run. It's a great ball. Gabby Jesus. Oh, he left it too long, Gabby. What was he doing? His touch took forever. Oh, Gabby Jesus, he should have won it at the end. He should have won it, but he didn't, and that point might be enough in real life to keep Watford up. Well, there we go, guys. Should have won the game. We had the chance at the end. But FIFA is predicting Manchester City 2, Watford 2 on this FIFA Knows. So, guys, do look out for all the content coming up on Man City Fan TV for the Watford game. It's the penultimate game of the season in the Premier League. So do look out for everything. It's going to be fan cams and you'll get all of the match reaction as well on the channel. So enjoy the game, guys. FIFA says it's going to be 2-2. Let's hope it's a better result than that for us. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.